And hello, everyone. How you doing? We are coming on live right now with breaking news on the Nancy Guthrie investigation. It looks like this case could be close to coming to an end this evening. Lots of major developments happening just within the last few minutes. And I'm going to break it all down for you. So I want you all to stay with me here. I'm going to break down exactly what we're learning. We're going to bring up a lot of stuff on X. We're going to break into the network coverage and show you what's happening. A lot of information happening right now as we speak. And we are talking in Tucson, Arizona. That's where all of this is happening at. So stay with me, everybody. We're going to try to bring you up to date on everything that is happening right now. So the very latest, a lot of you may have seen earlier today, the photos of the people involved or the person involved. So let me just get to the very latest. Let me put this up on the screen right now and show you what we're learning right now. The very latest situation is, and this is coming from TMZ. I know a lot of you don't really like TMZ. I'm not a big fan of them, but they are reporting what you're reading right here on the screen. Harvey Levin says within the last 15 minutes, they've seen activity in the Bitcoin account that was mentioned in the original alleged ransom note. So for those of you who don't know, and I'm not an expert in Bitcoin at all, you need hashtags to hit the algorithm. Okay, I don't care about the algorithm. I'm trying to just go live. Hashtags are not a big deal anymore as much. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. So take a look at this. Harvey Levin says within the last 15 minutes, they've seen activity in the Bitcoin account that was mentioned in the original alleged ransom note for Nancy Guthrie. So that means that money is now moving. KGUN TV, the station in only $300 has been put in that account. That is according to KGUN TV. That is a TV station out of they do not have it on their website as of yet, but that is a TV station out of Arizona right now. But there's out of Tucson. Sorry. So earlier today, let me bring up the photos. And for those of you who are maybe just getting home and haven't seen them yet, I'm going to bring up some of the video or some of the photos of the suspect. He's been called a person of interest, but in this case, I get it. It's safe to call him or her a suspect. We don't know if this is a man or a woman or not, actually. I'm not exactly sure. Let me bring up the screen and show you the picture right there. That is an individual that they say was at Nancy Guthrie's house. They were at Nancy Guthrie's house in the evening. They allegedly broke into her house right there. Let me bring up another photo and zoom this in right here. You can see that photo right there. It's very of a frightening photo. Indeed, it is. But that's what you're taking a look at right there. Sorry, I'm just doing multiple things right now, trying to get everything set up for you. I just rushed down here moments ago to go live. We're live on Substack right now. Thank you, everyone, for being here. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be along for the ride, and you may hear some news in the background. That is the police scanner. We're going to scanner up as well. And I'm going to bring that up. I'm sharing this on Facebook right now because I'm not live on Facebook because I do not trust Facebook because they do not like certain things. Mark the Prayer Warrior is saying the FBI and local PD are searching neighbors' houses. That is true, Mark. That is the case. That is happening. Be Happy says the SWAT team is also out right now. Okay. Okay, sorry. Doing a lot of stuff here. And I'm going to bring the police scanner up in a minute. And the reason I am not live on Facebook, because Facebook does not allow certain things to be on the air. And that's why I am. Hello, Lady is Shy. What's up? Are you Be Happy? Hold on. Sorry, everybody. I'll be happy. How you doing? Okay. Substack, everybody. And you're not able to comment unless you're a paid subscriber, so I apologize for that. I had that setting disabled. I thought I had that setting disabled, but I apologize that I had that setting. Let me look at locals right now. Hello, Janie. How are you doing on locals? Janie, good to see you here. But yeah, this is a picture that I have of the individual. My wife just sent me a video. I cannot look at that right now, though. So let me show another angle of this right here. Oh, sorry, that's that. Let's go back to the Twitter photo, I believe I have up. Let's see another angle right here. So this is an angle, a close-up angle of the individual you can see. And I can't even tell if it's a man or a woman. It's really hard to tell. I had heard people say that this is a woman. Other people say it's a man. And that person may have been holding a flashlight in their mouth. I'm not sure. Or that could have been a glare maybe off of the camera. And this is infrared vision because it's really, really dark in Tucson at this time. You can see it looks like to be holding a gun right there or a knife, most likely a gun. And that is not a professional way, apparently, to hold a gun. That's why people are saying that this is probably not a professional, that this was not a professional job. But we don't know. There's a lot of speculating that is continuing to be done about all this. And I'm going to put up, let me see, the scanner app. Let's see here, everybody. Hold on. I apologize. And there was reports a short time ago. Let me play for you what Harvey Levin. I'm going to play this and bring this up. This was from CNN just a short time ago.
So obviously that it's legitimate and it's from the Tucson area, that person is, which I know, Harvey, is something you had been saying based on your own, receiving of the note and how it read and what you had seen. So this corroborates that. Now, the ransom note that you received had that Bitcoin address for a ransom payment. We're now 24 hours and 25 minutes past the deadline for that payment. And I know you have still been checking for any payments. What are you seeing?
So about 12 minutes ago, we saw activity in that account.
Activity like what?
That's what I can't talk about. There are reasons I can't, but all I can say is there is now activity in that Bitcoin account.
Okay. Now, let me just ask one more question and you'll share with me what you can. But when you say activity, is that you can see money is going into the account, or are you able to tell whether it's money going in or going out?
Well, it would only show, as I understand this, money going in. And the only thing you would see is money. And Aaron, that's all I can say.
Okay. All right. So obviously that's crucial information. So you're saying about 12 minutes ago, so you actually saw money go into that Bitcoin account. And just to be clear, this is the Bitcoin account in the first letter where the individual had said, you're not going to hear from me again. And this is where to wire what the second letter made clear after last night would have been $6 million.
Yeah. Yesterday, I said to you that I didn't know whether that second letter may have contained a different Bitcoin address. I don't think it did now, because I can tell you that the link we have from the first letter is what we've been checking. And again, all I can say is, as of a few minutes ago, for the first time, we saw activity.
Now, Harvey, can I ask you one other thing? And I know you can't tell me how much money, and you can't say that. But does it allow you to see any kind of notification as to anything about, for example, when you Venmo somebody, and you can sometimes see things publicly about who's Venmoing or what it's about? Is there anything that would be identifying about it, even if you can't understand what the identifying is, or is it simply a balance?
Yeah, I was worried coming on because of your persistence. I am in a tough spot right now, and maybe later we can talk about why. But I can only tell you that we have seen activity in the account.
Okay, I apologize. I was muted, everybody. I was muted. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you for being here. If you would like to support my independent journalism and you're watching on Substack right now, click down below in the comments and become a paid subscriber. I'm an independent journalist. I left my job in the mainstream media to go independent. Usually I cover a lot of stories in Michigan, but I'm covering this now because it is a big deal, even though a lot of people don't think it's a story. It's like a real life crime drama playing out in front of everybody, actually. So let me find, here we go, the police scanner app. This is it right here. Let me bring it up and we can listen live to the police scanner in Tucson, Arizona. Reporting their 63-year-old was walking on the east side of Stone. He finds out it's going to be a Hispanic male, 5 to 6, with a white shirt. This is going to be a 3-year-old male, Hispanic, 3-year-old. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, scanner traffic, it's most likely not encrypted in this situation, but they're probably going to be on private channels. So when there's a major incident involving law enforcement, police and fire and FBI, they can go to a separate channel and they can talk privately. And that reason is because they don't want the bad guy or bad gals, whoever it is, listening in to what is going on. But I am taking a listen and seeing if we can hear anything. But we do know. Okay, we're gonna turn this off right now because I don't think we're gonna be getting anything from the police scanner. But yes, if you're watching whatever platform you're watching on right now, please share this out. Please share our coverage out. And I'm gonna be bringing up several things live. And it looks like they're also canvassing the neighborhood. Investigators are big time in the neighborhood of Nancy Guthrie, but not only Nancy Guthrie, but they're also in the neighborhood of her sister. A lot of people have been talking about the sister and the son-in-law as well, Tommaso, I believe. Let me go ahead and bring up a picture of the activity happening near the sister's house right now. And let me show this to you and take a live look. Not a live look, but this video just came in just a short time ago. You're taking a look. This is activity happening all around the neighborhood where Nancy Guthrie and Annie Guthrie is as well. They're going home to home. They're interviewing neighbors again. They're trying to look at their cameras again. There is also word that two SWAT teams have been dispatched to areas in and around Tucson, Arizona, but we don't know exactly where those SWAT teams were going. That's something we don't know. So I'm trying to take a look right now to see if we have any new information. It's continuing to come in by the minute right here. Hopefully, this will end with great news. So SWAT teams are on the move. Fox News is confirming that SWAT teams were on the move. A bomb squad was also on the move. Don't know exactly where they're going, but that's the situation. And this video came from the neighborhood just a short time ago. Does the son-in-law have thin eyebrows? I'm not sure. K. Bondi said the scanner was hard to hear. Yeah, there's not much going on with that scanner, K. Bondi. So I'm going to turn that scanner off. We're just gonna take a look at the live video. What do you think? For those of you who are watching on Twitter or YouTube or locals, if you're watching on Substack, go ahead and comment if you can. And I know you only paid subscribers can comment, and I apologize for that. That's a setting that I have usually for paid subscribers for my show. But if you would be willing to become a paid subscriber to support me, I would really appreciate it because I'm working night and day to give you the news that the mainstream media is not giving you. And I know they're giving you a lot of this information. I do a lot of news in Michigan as well. So anyway, let me apologize here. I highly doubt they'll find her alive, says Scott Stillwell. Well, we can pray. We can pray that they're going to find her alive. And that is something that we can do. Prayers can be answered. Absolutely. So I'm just scrolling X right here, and that's what I do. For those of you who are, TMZ is reporting there has been activity on the Bitcoin account. So what that means is a Bitcoin wallet is literally like it sounds, like a wallet, but it's with Bitcoin, and money can be transferred back and forth to the wallet. And according to this, look at this right here. This is a tweet from KGUN TV. They are saying that there is activity in the Bitcoin account less than $300. But apparently, this Bitcoin account was set up for the ransom. That's why this Bitcoin account was set up. So that's why people are, people are now saying, is the ransom being paid? And that's something we obviously don't know. Someone just said, are they testing it? I don't know that. But I have a feeling that something is going to be released tonight. I think we're going to come to a resolution tonight. Hopefully, we will find her. Armed SWAT vehicles have been deployed throughout Arizona right now. That is the news that we're getting. Let's come back full circle here on camera, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We have over 300 of you watching on Substack right now. Thank you, everybody. I am Dave Bondi. I'm an independent journalist. I worked in the mainstream media for 25 years, but I was fed up with the mainstream media, so I left. I'm independent. Usually I do stories about government corruption and all the stuff happening in schools, and I focus in Michigan and the Midwest. But I'm doing this story because there's a lot of people that are really interested in it, and I know a lot of you may not like that I'm covering it, but it is what it is. Yes, someone put $300 in the Bitcoin. If you're watching on Substack and you would like to become a paid subscriber, click down at the bottom where you can comment, and I would really appreciate it if you could. But if you can't, that's totally cool. Completely understand. For those of you watching on X, hello. For those of you watching on what else are we live on? We are live on Substack, Locals, X, and YouTube. Thank you, everyone there. So let me bring up here. Hold on here. Let me see. Get a live pic. Trying to get a live picture from the scene to see if we can actually see what's happening there. We're going to try to log in to get you some live pictures. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I'm going to bring up a live picture right now from the sheriff's department. Okay, you're looking at a live picture right now. This is the Pima County Sheriff's Office in Arizona, and this is where the SWAT vehicles were last seen. They were leaving this area, so this is a live picture right now. Let me bring up what Michelle has to say right here. JLR Investigates has a live feed. Okay, I'll bring his shot up here in just a minute. Yes, let me bring his shot up, and I can bring that up for everyone. Okay, let me go back on full screen here. JLR Investigates. Is he on YouTube or he's on Twitter? He's on YouTube or Twitter and YouTube? YouTube. Okay, let me bring up YouTube and see right here. Courtesy of JLR Investigates, there are copyright issues, so I do not want to. I can't bring up someone else's live feed because of copyright issues, so I do not want to infringe on anyone's content at all. Can't do that. Other reporters do that, but I will not. Okay, the FBI is scouring Annie Guthrie's neighborhood. Why are they focusing on Annie Guthrie's neighborhood? We're not sure. We don't know exactly where the SWAT team is located right now. Let me bring up a tweet from Matt Finn. He is an investigative reporter. Oh, he's letting everyone use it. Be happy. Okay. What was he again? JLR Investigates. Okay. I've been talking to him. Hold on. JLR Investigates. I've been talking to him along the way, actually. Let me see. JLR Investigates. Let me find him here. Internet's working really slow right now. So once again, the breaking news is that we might be coming close to a resolution in this case. Earlier today, the photos were released of the suspect in this case. And I'm going to bring that up on the screen for you. And those of you who do not want to see it, you might want to turn your head. I know there's some people out there that are really freaked out, by these photos. It's very strange. It's something out of a horror movie, actually. But hopefully they are going to find this individual. And I'm not saying if it's a man or a woman, because I don't know if we know if it's a man or a woman or not. Let me bring up the pictures on the screen and let me know what you think about this right here. This is the person involved. Yeah, anything is possible. We don't know, and that's the thing. As a reporter, I know not to speculate. We just don't know right now. Hold on, everybody. Breaking news. A SWAT team has been deployed. Case of Nancy Guthrie and the Bitcoin wallet involved in the ransom has activity. I was just writing the scroll that you see at the bottom of the screen right there. That's what I was doing, giving you some behind the scenes look at exactly what I am doing. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Anyone, there's been lots of theories happening throughout the day looking at this picture right there. I know it's really creepy. Really, really creepy photo. Natalie, thank you for being here. Jennifer, anyone else? Dave, sub is so worth. Nani, thank you for being here. Yeah, if you could become a paid subscriber, I'd really appreciate it. You don't have to, though. And for those of you who are watching right now, I have I have a second. I'll tell you. I'm working on an investigative story about Michigan. There is a group in Michigan that they are spreading their sex education curriculum across the state of Michigan, and some of the stuff I'm finding is just it's wild. It's out there, and parents don't even know this is happening. So I have that story coming up probably next week. I'm going to break that. I've been working on this story for quite some time, but it's about the curriculum involving sex education in Michigan schools. So that's a story that I'm going to be breaking next week. It's a story that all parents need to see. So anyway, most of my stories are more investigative. This story is not, but I'm just giving you a look at what's happening. There has been the bomb squad and SWAT teams are on the move, but once again, we don't know exactly where they're going. And if we don't have a lot of new information in a minute here, I'm going to end the live because I do not want to stay on if I do not have new information. I don't want to do that to any of you because if I don't have anything, no reason to do it. No reason to stay on live. Michigan Daffodil. Savannah's brother lives in Vermont and is a retired F-16 pilot, still part of the Air National Guard. I had no idea about that. Learning a lot about this situation. The White House has also said that they are cooperating in this investigation, and they're actually helping in the investigation. Trying to see what other information we have here. Bitcoin was just moved into the wallet listed in Nancy Guthrie's ransom note. At the same time, the FBI agents are swarming the home. The demand was $6 million in Bitcoin. That was how much Bitcoin was being asked for. Bitcoin is actually at pretty low right now. So scanner app. Let me try to bring that up again. The Tucson police scanner app. I know my wife was watching earlier. She said that it was really hard to hear. I can bring it up a little louder maybe and see if we can hear it. I'm not sure. Right now it's playing a commercial, but of course everything has a commercial nowadays, doesn't it? Even the scanner apps. Let's see. Let me see if I can bring this up on the screen and share it with you. The police scanner. See if we can hear anything happening in this area.
Learn more.
I know a lot of you have your police scanner apps. I know a lot of you have your police scanner apps at home.
For change.
In some community. Here we go. It's going to come up right now.
Ground 46, you can send me that level 2.
10 for unit, is ready for.
Let me know if any of you can hear this. It's very light.
3743.
Copy. Calls reporting that there's a male following his daughter. Keeps yelling at her, trying to get her attention. Last seen cell phone on hotel. It looks like the daughter's now home. Code 4. Subject's going to be white male, 20s, black top, black bottoms. No further information, and subject is on foot.
Portion 192.
That's not good, Scott.
1815.
Sometimes you just got to do what it takes to keep your job. That's sad.
Air 2.
That's really sad, though.
Copy, London.
That they were acting like that.
Yes.
51909 49551, and we'll be switching at 92.
Okay, yeah, we're not hearing anything coming from that. I have a strong feeling that they are on a secured channel right now. They're most likely on a secured channel. So if you're watching, thank you for watching on Substack. And I encourage every one of you, if you're watching on Substack, click the link at the bottom to become a paid subscriber. You don't have to. I'd really appreciate it if you could, but you don't have to. And I really appreciate everyone for signing up. You can sign up for free as well. I'm giving you the stories that the mainstream media really doesn't tell you about. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of new information that's coming out right now. Okay, the SWAT teams are headed to southeast of Tucson. They've confirmed it's related to the Nancy Guthrie case, but there's really no other new information being released other than that. When I came on live, we had a lot of activity happening, and now it doesn't seem like there's a lot of information happening right now. So I think we're going to end this live, everybody, and we're going to come back on as soon as if we get any more information, we'll come back live. Okay, the scanner stuff is correcting unrelated to Guthrie. Okay, it's unrelated to Nancy Guthrie, according to Michigan Daffodil. Let me see. Sometimes it'd be nice if the sheriff's department, if they tweeted that out, that would be a good idea to see. Yeah, be happy. I'll come back on live. And if you're watching on Locals, Substack, YouTube, or X, we're going to come back on live if we get any new information. But that's all we have for now. We get anything new, I will come back on, everybody. We will talk to you later. Prayers for Nancy Guthrie.